nobody's done it yet. It's like, come on, that's what those pages exist for. You should have been on this. Actually, you should have been on this 2 weeks ago. So, I think he put down his headset. There, he disconnected his headset. Oh, he's too far away from the mic. That's the problem.
Hello.
Hello. Nice to hear from you.
I'm talking at you. I'm trying not to yell.
Well, yeah, don't yell because you're Skyping yourself now. I can sometimes hear you, but back then I heard absolutely nothing. So we should really measure the range on that microphone.
It seems to vary. I'm trying to keep myself at an even pace because I live with a bunch of other people.
Well, what we could do is go back to the smartphone too. That might be easier.
No, it really wouldn't.
But
it would not be easier.
Well, I was just thinking. I'm just trying to throw options out there. So.
It doesn't help that people are doing their laundry right now. So that's fucking with things. But anyways, yeah, the story. I like the whole fact that this evil, world domination scheme, that you'd expect from the master, was a birthday present for the Doctor.
And of course, one of the best lines is, "Well, isn't it glad one of us keeps track of these things?"
Yeah.
That was a good line right there. I will say this, and I want to kind of push this ahead so we can get done here before you start Skyping out too much.
Fuck, fine.
Here's. Well, no, it's still at the end. Shall we say that unit gets its man?
Yeah.
Because of who, quote unquote, kills the mistress? I know for a fact you caught that. Whoop, we lost him. Well, signal's good.
Hello?
Oh, there he is. Are you talking, or is somebody talking behind you? He cannot leave his tablet for 1 minute.
You need to turn me up.
You are up as loud as you can get. It doesn't matter. I can triple boost you. You get so far away, it's like talking to somebody through 3 walls. I can make out sound every now and then.
I'm 2 inches away from you.
Well, hey, that's why I said we need to figure out what your mic is like. Because apparently it's dying a very quick and painful death. Anyway.
Except it should be.
Hey, I didn't think that my keyboard on my tablet should have gone out quick either, and it didn't last 2 months.
Yeah, it shouldn't be dying a quick and painful death.
Well, I'm not saying the whole tablet is. I'm saying the microphone is.
Anyways, yeah, I wept manly tears.
I didn't. I didn't get. It was one of those. Oh, look at the cute puppy moments for me. It was more of an awe than a I honestly, my favorite Brigadier moment was with Matt Smith in A Good Man. What was that? No, The Wedding of River Song. That to me was, I still will cry when I see that one, because I think there's a lot more genuine emotion there.
Yeah.
This one just seemed to be a plot point. I don't know. It's like, well,
this was kind of.
Go ahead.
This, honestly, the fact that he came back in the world's darkest hour, and the one thing is the one thing that the Brigadier always wanted to do when dealing with the Master was just fucking shoot him.
Oh yeah, and he got his wish.
Yeah, he had to die and come back, but he got his wish.
But, okay, now here's the thing. That's really neat. The fact that he saved his daughter, spoilers, but fuck what isn't it at this point, was really neat. The thing that killed it for me was that salute. I didn't feel that. I just thought that was overkill. It would have been fine.
The Brigadier always wanted the Doctor to salute him. Just
but
one time. One time.
Here's the thing. The Brigadier was a military man. Yes, he would have stopped. He wouldn't have looked down like he just dropped his milkshake on the ground. He would have returned the salute. That's what a Brigadier does when he is saluted. He returns the gesture. He doesn't look like his dog just crapped on his shoe. I understand. He was dead. He was going through a lot of stuff. But you know what? He had been active for a long time if he had caught his fucking daughter on the way down. He knew what was going on. Yes, have him look down for a second. Before he takes off like a Roman rocket, have him return the salute. Then, yes, I would have gotten emotional from that. Because that's one soldier to another. But the way they did it was just stupid, I thought. That was the point of, well, we wanted Nicholas Courtney in the show and we couldn't do it, so here's the Brigadier in the show. No, it just didn't. I see the point. I thought Lethbridge Stewart getting to play King Arthur, awesome. I thought that was well done. I just thought that they had to handle that goodbye different. That goodbye should have been different. I just don't get. He could look down, then he could salute, and then he could fly off. But that salute is what was missing. Everything else was good. That salute just should not have. It should not have happened if the Brigadier wasn't going to return it. Because you've seen the Brigadier. Both of us have seen probably every episode with the Brigadier in it. That sounds like a lot. Let's be honest. I think he was only in aside from John Pertwee, I think he was only in 9 stories. So
yeah, he was yeah.
But even taking one of the moments where it really hit him, when Peter Davidson comes back for the Mandarin Undead, the Brigadier is in a state of amnesia because of an event that occurs, and it takes him a minute. The Doctor, he finally breaks down the mental barriers, and the Brigadier remembers who the Doctor is. And he's sitting, and he stops, and he looks down for a second, then he looks over, and he's the Brigadier again. Everything's fine. That's what was missing in that Cyberman, is yes, the Brigadier would be affected. Of course he would be affected. He's been waiting through life, through death for this moment. Yes, he would be affected. But he died a soldier. He should have... I know, I'm a broken record, but that's the one thing that ruined that moment for me. That's why I can't cry at it, because what should have been meant as a good emotional move wasn't done right. Sorry, I'll always prefer the Matt Smith tribute because that was, I think, done perfectly. That's how you should say goodbye to someone. That was just done so well. There really was no reason for them to do what they did because of it. I am glad they did it though. Because like we said, then the the brigadier got to prove to the doctor that yes, sometimes guns are the only solution. And he got to prove it taking out the master of all things, which he had wanted to shoot every time they cornered the fucker in Pertwee's era. Brigadier wanted to shoot him, and the doctor would never let him do it. So it's like, yep, okay, doctor, you were saying about guns. They just solved the problem you've been running from for 400 years. Well, actually, shit, at that point, 700 years.
And actually, as a side note, are we sure the master's dead? Because that
don't start that shit.
No.
I'll say why. Stephen Moffat actually has gone on record already saying that the mistress could come back.
Yeah.
It's like she was shot at point blank by a disintegrator beam. How the fuck do you come back from that?
I will tell you how. If you look at how she, disintegrates, quote unquote, looks suspiciously the same way she was teleporting the whole episode. Whereas the little hand-mounted thing that she had, where she was killing everybody, that they disintegrated and turned into dust.
Yeah, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same weapon that was used.
I will sit there and say that killing Osgood was bullshit.
Yeah, although, hey, props to Osgood. She went out like a trooper.
Yeah.
If you look at Osgood in the first couple of episodes...
Please say something nice. Please say something nice. I'm useful to you more alive than dead. True. But you're forgetting one thing. Bananas.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. It's a real fucked up moment, but it was such a great moment.
It was, and it gave a lot of people say why Osgood. Here's why Osgood. Until then, the doctor was sympathetic to the master. Killing Osgood shattered that. When you saw the look in Peter Capaldi's eyes when he realized what the master had done, and almost does again with Kate Stewart, there's the hate that you saw when Roger Delgado and Pertwee were going. He had to kill Osgood. She had to kill Osgood. For the doctor to wake up at, no, this is not Gallifrey, we're not going back to being friends. The mistress is still a fucking psycho who will burn the world down around her just to prove she can do it.
She was planning on wiping out the whole human race just to create an army, just to give it to the doctor, just to be able to, prove the doctor was like the master.
Exactly. If she had not killed Osgood or threatened Kate Stewart, when that happened, the doctor wouldn't have been in the right mindset to question her. He still would have, but it might have been more of a name of the doctor moment where it takes Clara to mentally bitch slap him to realize, hey, this isn't what you're about. He knew at that point, because of Osgood, what the master was capable of. The master, until now, had never killed someone who could be termed a companion.
Yeah.
The companions were always safe. Osgood didn't travel in the TARDIS, was a member of UNIT, and had interacted with the Doctor before, so she could be considered a companion. She is the first companion to be killed